one to finish up here that Arias is currently in.
So we are waiting to see if there is a third game, and if there is, we'll be into that one. If not, we will go straight into the semi-finals, which will be between the winner of that current game versus Star Eagle, and Lynn versus Blight or Slivko, depending who wins that game. And Brand Boy, why would you ask that? A true Imbaloni would never ask such a question.
What did he ask?
Who is better between me and Fire?
They're equally bad, just as I am.
Equally bad. That's perfect. That's what I like to hear. But, we're not trying to compete here, guys. We're not trying to fight each other over who's better and who's not better. Cause,
let's compare Facebook friends, or how many people are following on Twitter.
Oh, give me a break.
I'll raise you. I'll raise you 10.
Yeah, you'll win there, whatever. I don't care.
Bro, what's the matter, man?
What's the matter?
Good team here.
I want a game.
Chill out, bro.
I want a game. That's what the matter is. You want a game? Yeah.
Let's go then. Zelnaga Caverns. You set it up.
I don't want to play a game. I want to watch a game. I'm not in the mood for playing right now, guys. I'll get all nervous on the stream and I'll freak out and my computer will explode.
Or I can play Fire and you can cast it.
I don't know.
How long have they been in this game? Let's have a look at the real life.
9 minutes, sir.
It's 10. Yes.
Oh, 10 minutes now, guys. Look at Mr. Fire Silver.
Big man.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Biggs.
On air, jeez. Oh, dearie me.
Dearie
and hey, Roth, it's pro. Anyone want to 1v1 him? He's pro.
Who? Oh, Rafflemal?
Challenge and cannon rush him.
Well, rush.
He doesn't play Protoss, but I do. But it's all cheese in PvP, so or 4 gate.
That's right.
So we can see the Imbalonian veterans saying that you play Protoss, and the ones saying that you as Zerg obviously have been here longer. More well deserved.
You guys mind keeping an eye on some of the people that are in their games? RMDX is currently still in his game with Biggs, so once that one gets finished, we definitely get in there if it turns into a game number 3. Let's go ahead and see where they are.
This Slivko game 3 going up, so I'll try and get into that.
Okay, sounds good. We're a little off today, wouldn't you guys say?
What do you mean off?
What?
I don't know, I just kind of feel like we're a little bit off today.
Well, I'm tired. Had a long day.
I think it's good. It's just that we've ended the game at an odd time, just when that other game had started. So, but Varus Blight is in the game now, and we have got the invite. So, if you want to join in on me,
oh yes, yes I do. Those are the best words I could ever hear in my entire life. Join in on me.
It's a ZVZ. Fire, you take this.
Oh man.
So it is a mirror. Fire Silver's here to hang out with me on the ZVZ mirror. It's going to be SL Ivco against Bly here. And let me go ahead and get the score from these players. 1-1, so it's a tie game. We're going into game number 3 between these two. Hell yes, more action. Finally, we don't have to throw out a bunch of filler. And thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us here at IMBAtv, where everything is Imba. I am MC Dust. With me is Fire Silver. We've got a ZVZ going down right now. SL Ivco fighting Virus Bly on Metalopolis. Let's get into it right here, right now. And I'm looking forward to it, Fire Silver. This is a 1-1 game in the GO4Sc2 Cup semifinals, as it were.
Indeed.
Actually, let's go ahead and get some different music on here. And why don't you go ahead and introduce us to what we got going?
Very well. Virus Bly saying, "Admin, I didn't told you to go." So apparently he wasn't ready to go. But what's going on?
So SL Ivco will pause, and Bly just wants to go ahead and go. and Bly will pause and resume the game. So a little bit of pause and resumes going down from these players as I accidentally scroll in, zooming in to Virus Bly's hatchery. These players are in the close air distance, and these overlords will entangle their tentacles together as they pass by that advertisement.
Yep, overlords
They're showing
do like
each other
to
love.
Yeah, man. The overlords are very, very innocent things. But, you know, as we go into this, we're not really seeing much cheese from either player or any sort of early all-in. The extractor trick from Bly as his overlord was a bit delayed to get out that extra drone. But we do see Slivko already having drones out and is currently a bit ahead in supply. Slivko sitting at 14, Virus at 13, so maybe that did affect the early game, the admin not going before he was ready. But it seems like Virus Bly will be going for the early gas, but no gas yet from Ivko at this point. Is actually sending a drone down to his natural expansion, but there is a patrolling drone there going to be stopping any sort of hatchery from going down, as he does make another one of those constellations of waypoints.
Constellations of waypoints. That's what I like to hear, man. That's good. We do see this drone getting beat the hell up from the pincers here on the on Ivko's Ivko's drones. He does have two of them out dealing with it, and he will lay down that expansion. Getting it out there in time, able to move those drones around in a nice fashion, laying down that spawning pool as well. Before he got that expansion down, because of the hindrance that came down from the drone from Virus Bly, that drone does have 8 health and is moving back into Bly's base. Bly's going for the spawning pool before he goes for any type of early expansion.
Yes, it's been interesting how Bly is going to react to this. He knows that he's going to be ahead with those Zerglings, and he's going for the very, very early metabolic boost. So that will be a good 30 or so seconds before Ivko can even think of starting it, as he has already mined all of that gas. But Ivko seems like he's very, very far behind on his gas, and instead going straight for the Roach Warren. And wow, even that is seen by that Overlord, and I don't think he was expecting that to be seen. But that's definitely going to cause a few problems, as Bly is going for his own expansion now, but Zerglings coming across the map.
Yeah, and with these Zerglings just racing across the map, we do see that Bly is also getting the metabolic speed boost. That is 70% complete, and these 4 Zerglings will poke in to Ivko's natural expansion. Ivko does have 6 Zerglings that will be able to deal with these Zerglings here. There are 2 more that will be joining, and Roaches will be on. Oh my god, the Roach Warren has been canceled, Fire Silver. The Roach Warren has been canceled. This is all part of the first step of the mind games of StarCraft 2 have gone down, as we are seeing Ivko cancel that Roach Warren just to make it to where Virus Bly continues to think that he is placing one down.
Yep, and Ivko is not going to have speed, so it's hard for him to stop these Zerglings taking bites at this expansion, and then just moving away again, taking so many hits from it. But Queen is out now and going to be able to do some damage there. And it looks like Bly was trying to get into the main there, but not going to be allowed to, as this Queen is now going to come out. Will it get us around? No, he's going to keep on moving it. Didn't manage to trap them in there, though, and definitely wants to keep them out of the main as he moves his Spine Crawler down. But a Baneling nest for both players now, but Bly also
noes!
The Roach Warren.
The Zerglings get right up into the main base of Ivko. They're going to do some damage. They're hurting these drones like cattle as they move around, and they see that there is no Roach Warren out. Bly has already finished up his Roach Warren. He's getting his Baneling nest as well. Baneling's morphing right now for Ivko, as Ivko is trying to take out these Zerglings that are in his base. His Zerglings will go ahead and send Bly's Zerglings off, as there are only a couple alive as of now, and it looks like Ivko's going to go ahead and push forward with all the Zerglings here, Fire Silver.
Definitely in a kind of advantage here, but he does have these 3 Roaches here and more Banelings on the way, so it looks like both players are not going to be able to get out. But wow, I think he actually might take down this expansion, and he can't move those Roaches, else he's going to get straight into the main as more and more Banelings come out, and he's just going to run away now with this massive advantage that he has now got. And
speaking of the advantage, man, it's nice to see that Ivko was able to thwart off that Zergling attack and also take out the expansion of Bly. So Bly's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Now keep in mind, guys, it is a tie game. So these players, whoever wins out of this matchup will turn into the victor and will move on into the forward into the next round. Now, Bly needs to do something to catch up here. He is only on 1 base compared to the 2 bases that Ivko's on. Ivko is currently sitting at 19 drones, just like Bly is. But, as I said before, Bly's only on the 1 base.
Yeah, and, it's not only that you can actually mine from that base, but also you get larvae production from having that extra expansion as well. But Bly's just going to sit here and make more and more banelings at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. And a massive roach push coming out from Bly with some banelings mixed in, so it's going to be hard for him to defend with just the 2 spine crawlers, but maybe some good transfuses can save him the game.
It very well may. Well, of course, we'll have to wait to see how that all rolls into play here. We are seeing Bly now move forward with his roaches and his banelings, sending 1 Zergling in to try to see what's going on in Ivko's base. In his natural expansion. Now, Bly is also securing his natural expansion once again, finally. And
he has good vision with these overlords, though. He can see
definitely
everything when these roaches try and push in. Wants to stick near these spine crawlers, though, because he does have so much energy on these queens for transfuse. Nearly 3 transfuses altogether. So those spine crawlers with transfuse are very, very mean. But he is sending in the banelings, by the looks of it, or maybe not, pulling them back. What's happening in Bly's base? Trying to get his expansion once he's got his contain going.
And he's going to go ahead and push in a little bit. He's going to take some flack from those banelings over here in Ivko's base. The queen is going to try to push, and we'll have to be pulled back because the queens do like to jump off the creep, and nobody likes a queen off creep. I know I don't, as they move very slow. But anyways, we see Bly continuing to pump out those pump out those larvae, and now sending that queen down to the lower. Wow, look at all these Zerglings and roaches, man. Yeah,
definitely. Virus Bly now going to have to be on the defensive after losing so many links to 2 banelings at his base. No spine crawlers though, so I think it's really going to be down to micro here. But there's just a lot of roaches now coming out for Bly. And Slivko mainly going with a lot of speedlings, so it's going to be down to who has the better baneling busts, explosions on the other player's speedlings, who can get the win in this game.
Now, let's go ahead and take a look at that unit counting station right now. Bly is currently sitting at 23 drones compared to the 21 drones that Ivko is at, and Ivko decides not to push in, which I think is the wise choice here, Firesilver, as he could run into issues trying to attack Bly, with Bly taking that defensive position. Now, Bly moving out some Zerglings and Banelings, going to try to do some damage to the other Zerglings and Banelings that are out here for Ivko, and it will chase those off. We're going into a macro type of game here.
Yeah, definitely. It's surprising that neither player has opted to get Gilal Reconstitution or Burrow for that matter. Just going to keep with the slow roaches, investing every bit of money they can in almost identical builds. We see both players going for a layer now and an evolution chamber to try and get that +1 upgrade, because that helps so much in roach versus roach battles. But Bly getting another gas, so going more with the gas heavy approach, probably for more and more roaches and possible upgrades. +1 now on the way up was Ivko.
Yeah, that's right. And now, with this layer tech, it should be pretty nice to see a good transition coming down from Bly. Bly is also getting his level 1 range attack upgrade, just like Ivko is. Bly was a little bit late on getting that down, but he still is getting it nonetheless. Now, it's turning into quite the mirror. And usually we don't, we don't see it turn into a mirror. It usually starts as a mirror and deviates away from that. But that's exactly what it's looking like here, man. Roaches, Zerglings, and upgrades all over the place.
Yeah, now Gilal Reconstitution coming out for Ivko and an infestation pit. But meanwhile, Bly going with the burrow. So